There are many different types of creators, both in the world at large and specifically for this video on YouTube. And I believe that most of us, when getting good at creating things, come with similar goals and aspirations. We want the people that see our creations to like it. We want enough people to see our creations for it to be worth it. We probably want to make some sort of noise within the world at large. And of course, we want financial stability. And even though I believe that humans are more similar than many would lead you to believe, there is different intentions between when creators decide to create their creations. And happening to be perfect for YouTube, I believe there are 4 big categories that mostly encompasses everybody that creates things specifically on YouTube, but probably in the greater field of the world as well. There's the obvious and the one the industry wants to paint as the majority, and that is the creatives. There's the teachers, there's the superstars, and then there's the 4th and final. That's what we will call, for the purposes of this video, the little piggies. Each category, of course, has subcategories, and they all branch down into different types that have nuances amongst themselves, with differences both from the top and the bottom. Someone, of course, can start in one camp and end up in another. The reasons could be financial or personal, or maybe they just see themselves in a different place in the world, or see their creations fitting into the world in a different way than they originally did. Maybe they're having financial problems and they need to make their content a little more commercial friendly, or maybe they found those finances and now they can focus more on what they're really passionate about. Everybody, of course, blends the line at least a little bit. There's a little bit of every category in every creator. Everything on this planet is nuanced after all, though I would say most fit into one category or the other much more. I place myself, if it's even up to me to decide, in the creative. I am someone that has a vision and wants to put it out there to the world. I want, if nothing else, to prove that I'm alive. And of course, I want to find success, boosting my ego and making me feel like I'm a winner. It's human nature, sorry. My overall message is you should be able to learn from everyone, look up to what people do, and never follow anyone as an infallible leader or someone that is incapable of making mistakes, because you will become blind to those mistakes. Creators like Casey Neistat, Dan Mace, many video essayists like James Janney, Kira TV, Mia Cole, and many others with similar vibes, I would say fit into this camp, and I call these creatives. You see what I'm getting at? They're all very different, but maybe come from a similar place when it comes to creativity and what their goals and aspirations are when it comes to what they're making. These creators and creators like them, although very different from each other, different video styles, different niches, different audiences, and different personalities, are all very creative people at heart, and I think fall into this category well. All these people want to find success, of course, but they're also driven by their craft. They want their voices heard, they have points to make, and creativity to give the world. And then, of course, you got the teachers, and you can thank this very edit for the YouTube teachers. I think YouTube teachers are one of YouTube's biggest assets, if not the biggest asset. Most people that are at a certain age don't even know who Jimmy Beast or Logan Paul are, but you know my mom and dad are still looking up tutorials when they don't know how to work their new smart TV or do something on their smartphone, or literally all sorts of stuff. This is obviously a lot of your tutorials, but it can also be mixed in with the creative when they're doing a documentary or something like that. If somebody is making documentaries, video essays about history, then they're both in the creative section and the teacher section. DIY specialists such as like home server or how to install Linux, how to build a computer, how to tune your car, these are all teachers. If it wasn't for the YouTube teachers, YouTube would be a lot smaller, because I would say probably 90% of YouTubers learned how to make YouTube videos on YouTube or by YouTube, from YouTube, and then they take their skills and make more for YouTube. It's like a self-fulfilling something. It's all the enthusiast channels, cars, computers, your explainers. I learned how to build computers, then I learned how to edit, then I learned how to film, all on YouTube. And people say that's self-taught, but really tutorial YouTube teacher taught. A lot of people are gonna agree with me when I say YouTube is the biggest and best learning platform ever created in recorded history. Then there's the camp for this video we will call the superstars. People that really want that money, but But perhaps more than money, they want fame. They want recognition. They want a pat on the back by society and from everybody in society. There's nothing inherently wrong with this, but the reason they're doing what they're doing may be a bit different than why the others are doing what they're doing. They may enjoy their work as well, they may have a point, but they certainly have a different vibe. Some of them will stop at nothing to get that click or get that attention. People that qualify as superstars, of course, is the people like Jake Paul, Logan Paul, and Mr. Jimmy Beast. Every Hollywood actor is pretty much a superstar. Maybe not all of them, but all the ones that win Oscars. Like a little billionaire, there is no material wealth or fame or power that will quench that thirst for more. But many of them are creative, and at least they work for it. Which brings me to the fourth and final category, the little piggies. We all know who these little piggies are. Thieves. They're the reaction channels that add nothing to the conversation. This is your reaction channel that adds nothing but a little face in the corner while they're falling asleep on stream. Then they have their team load it back up to YouTube, end up getting more views than the original video that they streamed. Some just have a little PNG in the corner. It's not even a real person. You got the AI content farms, which I don't really understand why anybody watches these. Not well-paid editors in another country, but many of them target younger viewers, and some of these kids don't know any better. View farms. All people in general can be corrupted, especially when money is involved. But this last category started off focusing on it. They're in it for the money. They're in it for the views. Most of them don't show their face, and the ones that do are usually shameless. Some of them may even just be lazy and don't even really understand how bad of what they're doing is. And at the same time, you can't blame all of them when you have major corporations sucking up everybody's info and training their AI algorithms to replace us all. Maybe it's just playing the game with the rules the game gave you. No shade on anyone from here, but it certainly doesn't pass my moral line. This can't be confused with people that are just referring or using other clips. In my mind, there is a thick and thorough line of what an actual reaction channel is and someone that is just trying to profit off of others' work. So there you have it. It's like the zodiac sign for YouTube. The 4 types of creators. You mix any of these in any combination and you get whoever you're talking about. Going forward on this channel, I'm going to be trying to focus in a slightly different direction, maybe more personal documentary style, or maybe I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. In either case, I'm going to be talking about YouTube, the creators on YouTube, and social media, and then when I get a wild hair up, you know what, then I'll talk about whatever the heck I want. Please like, subscribe for more. I'm trying to grow this thing as everybody is. You know the game. We gotta play it. And yeah. I'll see you in the next live, or I'll see you in the next video. I'm also a video editor, and I am for hire, so reach out if you're interested. Oh, and if you just want to give me money, I got you can buy me a coffee. It's in the description.